Welcome to Dayforce Discover 2025. It feels so good to be here with you. And a big hello to all of our friends online and to the people in the back of the room walking in. I see you. Hello, welcome. Get in here. Let's do this. It is going to be a fantastic week. First of all, we got to say a very big thank you to the welcome sign. In addition, our sponsors, because this week doesn't happen without them. They are here with you. They are here for you. So spend some time, get to know them. Lots of wonderful insights. This week is anchored on doing the work we're meant to do. We planned Discover with one guiding principle. This couldn't be just another event. It's focused on impact, it's focused on value, and it is focused on purpose. Because this is a defining time for us all. We are designing the world of work, not the future of work. We will get there. There's so much conversation about the future of work. This is the right now of work. And we are all in it together. And at Dayforce, we are about people, you, and we are about work, the work we're meant to do. So every experience here this week is designed to inspire you and to ignite you as we take that forward together. And together it is, because it is all about community and this community. This is your people. Let's check in. Who's the first? This is your first Discover. Oh. That is fantastic. Yeah, give them a hand. You made a great decision. What about second, third time? Any second, third times in there? Yeah, wow, yes. Any like 5 or more in here? Yeah, thank you. That is wonderful. We have more than 3,000 of us together this week. Customers, partners, prospects, media, analysts, anyone who is committed to an AI-powered new world of work. Yes, loving this energy. Okay, now speaking of community, I want to take a moment and honor some very special customers. So we have been on the road globally this year in 2025 with our Dayforce Summits. Now our summits, we basically take the best of Discover and we bottle that up and we take it on the road. And our customers are there with us, sharing their challenges, sharing some of the joys and how they are finding growth. And so we have some very special customers that have helped make that really happen. So we want to bring a little VIP experience. So we introduced this last year. We called it First Class with Eric Glass, which I think is very classy. So last year, we rolled out the red carpet. We pulled back the stanchions. But this year has been a wild ride. Twists, turns, ups, downs. I know I've been upside down at least 2 or 3 times. Kind of like a roller coaster. If you ask me. There's supposed to be a roller coaster sound. Maybe you heard it. There I am. There's me and David having the ride of our lives. I will tell you this, when you're on a roller coaster with the founder and CEO, it's got to look like all joy. So all the angst and stuff, you got to just put that right down because roller coasters are tricky. So we created a VIP roller coaster section right up here. I don't know if we're gonna throw the lights on. There they are. Hello to our VIPs. I see Tom, I see Jerry, I see Brandy. How you guys doing? So it's a VIP section, and we know the front of the roller coaster can be scary, but with Dayforce, it's a joyride. So let's give them a little bit of help. We're going to light the way. So you guys, I see those bracelets. Let's just put those bracelets up. We're going to help them light the way. Yes. I love it. So excited. We're feeling it. Speaking of feeling it, did you see the sphere? Yes, impossible to miss. I love this thing. Colors all swirling together. You know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of, you remember those magic 8 balls? You know, you shake them up and you give them a question. You know, sometimes with those magic 8 balls, you get a little bit of like, answers hazy, check back later. Not here. Here is clarity. Here we're answering the question, what should I do today? And it is all about doing the work we're meant to do, right? Okay, what else can you expect this week? Well, of course, you're going to hear from the product team. We have so much incredible product innovation to share with you. In just a bit, you're going to hear from Joe and Amber and Josh. We got so much wonderful innovation to share. And what's fantastic is this innovation is with us at the center. All of us at the center, you at the center. What else? We have these really incredible customer activations that you are going to find in our Exploration Expo. As you can see, we got OTG, Kansas City Royals, the Wine Group. Yes! If at any point in the week you can't find me, I will be at the Wine Group. Yes! But that's not all. There's more. We have all these amazing stations for you to get in there and experience and get those selfies going. We've got Kraft and Goodwill. We've got Six Flags, Savita, Wake County. We got Wake County? Yeah, Wake County! And we are really getting into it together. Speaking of, I mean, behold. Behold. It's David Awesome himself in a bowl of macaroni. And I will tell you this. Every day, David challenges us, get closer to our customers. So with that, I'm telling you, we are diving into your pasta. We're going to get into it with you, and I want you to get into this, take some selfies, tag it, show us what you're doing. We can't be in all the places with you at all the times, but we want to see it. We have FOMO, so show us what you're up to. A couple other things that I think are really, really great. Again, back to impact, back to value. We have our customer support zone. We have a crew of daymakers that are here to solve the challenges, solve the roadblocks, bring your tickets. We are going to work it out with you together right here this week. In addition, in the expo, we have the transformation station. So we're going to actually architect what's next for you. What does the future organization look like? How do we go faster? How do we get more efficient? How do we get more productive? How do we do that together? And you're going to be able to walk out of here benchmarked against the best with a playbook you can take back to your organization. I love that. It wouldn't be Discover without giving back. So our Dayforce Cares team has worked really hard. We're partnering with an organization called the Opportunity Village. And we're going to create a message wall that helps individuals with developmental disabilities be ready for work. Yes, thank you, Jerry. You're going to have a chance to design a first day of work token that they can put in that pocket to have us with them, to have the confidence to get back there into the workforce, and we absolutely love that. We're going to carry this inspiration even further. We have exceptional people on stage in addition to the incredible daymakers that you're going to see throughout the week. We have Tracy Ellis Ross, I think a name you hopefully know, who's going to share. Yes. She's going to share what it means to chart a path of joy and authenticity and purpose. We also have Sal Khan, I hope you know that name, CEO and founder of Khan Academy. Yes. I don't know, anybody else that has kids, you're looking at them and you're like, I don't know what this AI world is going to be for you. But Sal does, and it is so inspiring. So please check that out, because it's AI driving creativity, growth for the next generation. This is what doing the work you're meant to do looks like. And this is also what it looks like on our journey to make work life better. And I can think of no one better to talk to us about where we've been, where we're going, and how all of you are coming with us then our chair, our founder, our CEO. Please help me welcome none other than David Ossip.
Thank you for being here today. If this is your first Dayforce, or if you've been here for years, welcome. You probably have noticed as you've walked the halls today, different branding, different color, more approachable language. These were design choices made with purpose to reflect who we are as an organization, as individuals, authentic, approachable people, making work life better for real people. We want you to know that we see you, we hear you. If you reach out and call us, we will respond. And that starts mostly with me. My email, dave@dayforce.com. If you forget my name, ping me on LinkedIn. I'll get back to you as well. Really important that we respond and that we're here to help you. This has always been about the core of how we operate as an organization, how we build our products. Dayforce began with field research that showed that most organizations had 12 different HR systems in their HCM stack. And all of those systems had different databases, which made interoperability very difficult, leading to modular, inefficient workflows, a lot of manual workarounds. And that is the opportunity we saw, which was to bring all of this into one Dayforce system, a single system from pre-hire to post-retirement. And we believed if we could do that, we could deliver quantifiable value. Of course, we started with compliance, core HR, payroll, time, and benefits. And once we were the leader for compliance, we extended to the full HCM stack of pre-hire to retire. The opportunity that we saw for compliance was that payroll processes were largely disjointed, in that payroll professionals were largely idle during the active pay period because the data resided in the time system, which meant at the end of the pay period, it was a very busy time, and most payroll teams committed pay when they ran out of time. We solved that by bringing pay and time together with a continuous calculation engine, which meant that payroll teams could begin closing pay from the very start of the pay period, so that when the pay period ended, they were effectively done. And that led to an 80 to 90% reduction in processing of payroll. And as I mentioned, that gave us the basis to extend the system to that full pre-hire to post-retirement system. What we found is that this singular system drives value because it reduces integrations, reduces manual workarounds, which leads to fewer errors, which leads to fewer FTEs, higher efficiencies, a much better experience, and much better decision-making. And this drives value. This has allowed us to grow our live customers to over 7,000. And if you look at the actual customers, you'll see we cover all industries, all segments, all sizes of organizations, North America and globally. What's great about today is that we have our 7,000th customer in the audience today. And what I love about Elior is that they reflect a lot of our values as well. They provide contract food services for K through 12, higher ed, healthcare, extended living, really an amazing organization. And we're going to do a special room drop for everyone from Elior who came here today. Thank you. Thank you for joining the community. Our focus always has been on delivering quantifiable value to our customers. Quantifiable value is another way of saying a hard cash return on your investments of Dayforce. And I have examples. I have Sherwin, who was able to reduce their payroll processes by 37%, Chosen Food, 60% reduction in the time it took to process payroll. If I look at Orica, we reduced the number of payroll systems they had globally from 34 to 1 Dayforce system across 48 different countries. Goodwill, we were able to help them increase their revenue by 5%, while at the same time we reduced their labor costs. FunLab, we were able to reduce the time it took to onboard people. If I look at Kern, we're able to reduce their turnover cost by 36%. New Look, we were able to consolidate 6 different HR systems into one. And the Cowboys, we were able to reduce the time that it took to process payroll by 50%. And this for us is very important because our commitment to you is to make work-life better and to deliver quantifiable value to you and to your organization. This has led to Dayforce having the highest customer retention rate in the industry. And for that, I thank you. We view each and every one of your relationships as deep partnerships. And so thank you very, very much for your trust. And this also has allowed us to grow as an organization. From 2018 until now, we have grown the company at a compounded annual growth rate of 26%. In fact, this year will be very close to $2 billion in total revenue. And this momentum has been validated by Gartner and others for the 6th consecutive year. We are in Gartner's Magic Quadrant as a leader for human capital management for organizations that have more than 1,000 employees. And this year, in 3 of their 6 critical capabilities, we are ranked number 1, more than any other vendor in the actual space. Thank you very, very much for all the input that everyone has given into these ratings. And this matters a lot in the age of AI and has allowed Dayforce to become the AI People Platform. Now, in order to become the AI People Platform, you need a single data model for all things human capital management. And you need the data to be well-formed. And that aligns perfectly with how we built the company. We built Dayforce as a single database, and any time we did any type of acquisition, we took the time to re-platform the technology so we always had the single data model. But delivering AI isn't only about the data. We operate in a highly regulated industry, and so governance is very important. Governance begins with privacy. We have employee information, and we have to be respectful of PII. We also have a lot of confidential information of our customers. And so we have to make sure that the data that we use to train these models remains local to the customer, and that data is not used to train other models. We also have to deliver AI in an ethical fashion. When we're doing certain use cases about talent acquisition, making sure that we do not consider certain elements of data in the consideration of which candidate to select. And finally, we have to also adhere to data processing agreements, which are very specific as to where the processes have to reside that act on the actual data. And lastly, to deliver AI, we have to deliver it at an enterprise scale, which means that we have to be able to deal with hundreds of thousands of employees, hundreds of thousands of users in a single instance asking questions. We have to be mindful of interoperability so that external agents and external assistants and co-pilots are able to communicate via DCP to Dayforce servers and to Dayforce agents. And this framework around AI has allowed us to move very quickly to deliver AI agents across HR, pay, time, talent, and analytics. And you'll see Joe and his team show that in a few moments. And the demos later today, Jason and I will take you through those as well. And it's a very exciting time. It allows us really to go back to what we set out to do, which was to allow you to do the work that you're meant to do, to take out the mundane, to focus on the high value. And by doing that, it allows us to make work-life better for you and for your people. Now, on that, I want to interact and I want to meet as many people over the next few days. Last year, you remember that I had the You Make Work-Life Better pins. All right. I have those again this year to hand out, and I'll be handing them out as I interact with everyone. But I try to push my team a bit more this year. I said, I need more things to hand out. So this year as well, I have bracelets. But that's not all. You know, because we actually are always betting on you, I have my Dayforce chips. And you can redeem these for $50 to spend at the Dayforce store. And that's not all. For some special people, I have Labubus decked out in Dayforce. I call them Dadubus. Now, if you're like me, you may not be sure what a Dabubu is. I had to call my daughter yesterday, and I said, "What is this?" I'm told they're very special. And just to begin, I would like to start by sharing these with our first-class passengers today. Thank you for being here, Jerry, Alan, Tom, and Brady. You are day makers, making work-life better. You make this community better. We see you, we appreciate you, thank you. And thank you as well to everyone here, everyone who's online. You make work-life better. Enjoy your few days over here. Please, if you see me, come by, not only to get the gear, but also I would like to meet everyone. Strengthen the community. Thank you very, very much for being here today.
I'm an energy guy. I need a little more. We got the lights. We got a little let's go. How we doing? All right, that feels good. That feels good. Hey, I'm really looking forward to this year. We got a lot of great innovation. But what really strikes me as I sit here after 5 years here with the company is the momentum we've built. It's incredible. We're just a small little company that did payroll. We treated our customers right, but now we're a global leader. Something special's here. I just feel it. You feel it in the corridors when I come to these events. It's because of all of you. Thank you. Thank you what you're doing here. It's amazing what's happening. It all starts with our through line. It all starts with making work-life better for our people. We are all people, as I say. We're people that take care of people. And man, work life is going through some dramatic changes right now. I think it's not just accelerating, it's exponentially accelerating right now. It's incredible what's going on in the workforce around us. We all feel it. You feel it in your everyday. Technology, exponentially accelerating. It is. Generative AI seems to do leaps and bounds every 2 to 3 months. Gosh, let's correct that. Every 2 to 3 weeks. It is amazing what's happening. Not only that, all the regulations and everything going on, incredible acceleration. You compound that with what we all feel. Workforce complexity is accelerating exponentially. It just is. These new labor laws, again, seemingly passing every day. A new labor law in some part of the world that changes it. How we govern AI and how we do it safely with our data, more importantly with our people, it's just accelerating. I think this is the most important thing, though. You are people. You're being demanded to do more strategic. You need to do more with less. We feel it. Be more strategic. Help us with this initiative. Help us with that initiative. How can we move our people? How can we reskill our people? How can we train our people? How can we provide more leaders? Where can we grow next? Can we go? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. It is everywhere. How can we be more strategic together? All of these things I really refer to as an exponential era we're in. Yeah, new things come and go very fast. The little boo-boos will be gone in a second and something new will come on. It's just exponentially growing. Taylor Swift already has another album. My goodness, it's exponentially growing. But no, we're in an exponential era without question. And a lot of the promise of the exponential era has been put on AI. I'm a technologist. I love what's going on. I can't wait to share what we're about to share, the new innovation today. But I'm grounded. I've been in this industry for a long time. I've been through all kinds of different waves of technology, from cloud to mobile to what's going on with blockchain and now AI. I ground us all on our people. It's not AI that's going to drive the value. It's not AI that's going to drive the strategy and move you forward. It's our people. That's what we're here for. How do we forget that? People drive value, not technology. That's what really drives us. And it's what grounds me in this job. I love the fact that we come together to make work life better for our people. And it's what really drives us here at Dayforce. There are 4 things that are unique, the skills that we have to really exacerbate in our people these days. 4 things that only people can do. It's what differentiates us from the crazy large language models and all the talk of technology. 4 things. First, creativity. We have to inspire creativity in our people. New ideas. Every AI that I ask a question to regurgitates data that's already been in the world. How do we spark new ideas? grow new value in our companies. I love creativity in our people and in our teams. The creativity that's gone on for the last couple of days to get ready for this has been amazing in our company. It's a great example of how we're moving forward. Critical thinking. How do we leverage that skill more and push that skill more in our people? When we think about the best ideas, how they work strategically for our company, how they can work ethically for our company, how they can work within the social context with which we need them to work, that is a unique skill to us as humans. Caring and compassion. Woo! That defines our job, doesn't it? How can we grow our people to be better than they ever thought they could be? That's value. Not the AI, that is value. And last, look at all of us here. When we collaborate, the creativity shines. The critical thinking surfaces to the top. And the caring, you feel it, the shared experience. I really ground that back to where we started. It's the best in our people, plus the best in what technology can provide, that promise. When we harness that together with our people, that's value. That's where we move forward as a community. That's where we grow to be leading companies across the world. The one really funny thing about this equation here, I was a math major back in college. My wife still makes fun of me because of that, but yes, I love numbers. I did like calculus, sorry. I know that that's not fun for a lot of people. But my eyes are immediately drawn to the plus sign. Sorry, it's just a fact. The plus is adding value. That plus is so important. It can't be your people, let's get rid of your people and just replace them with AI. No. It can't be just your people without accelerating and giving them an accelerant. So when these come together, it's amazing. And I argue very strongly in my career, the plus sign has to be an experience. It has to be technology you can use. It has to be technology that continuously advances me. Because when I can use something, then I add value. In my career, this continuous investment in experience has followed me. I think the best software companies, the best technology companies in the world invest in experience. And I've drawn this parallel, this continuous investment in experience. Yeah, the team had a little fun with me, but nevertheless, I do look a little younger in AI, but not necessarily true. I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. Golden Gate Bridge is famous, and it's known for this. When you paint the Golden Gate Bridge, you start at one side, you go all the way to the other. As soon as you get to the other side, the erosion of the sea salt, the erosion of the waves, you immediately have to start painting it again. That is what you need to do with the user experience. That is how you keep your people valuable, how you grow, how you make sure that value screams forward in your investments in technology. And so last year we got up on stage and said, we're going to invest in experience, and we're going to redo our entire front-end experience for our employees and our managers. Well, I'm happy to tell you, our say-do ratio this year is incredible. What we said, unlike a lot of other companies out there, what we said we do. And I think it's really important that we continue to do that for you, because that's how we build trust, that's how we grow, that's how we have shared experiences, that's how the 4 C's come to life for all of us. The Dayforce experience is here. It's available now, and the team put an incredible video together to share it with you. Here you go. Huh?
And we're just getting started.
Come on, let's go. It's time to paint the bridge again. AI is changing, but everybody's wrapping it around the outside. I see vendors over and over again just wrapping some layer. Hey, we did something over here. It's kind of cool and shiny. Look at that. Don't look at the core of our system, which kind of sucks, right? No. Start in the middle, your user experience. We're changing every control. We're changing every interaction. We're taking this new experience you did and AI powering it. It is a full effort from the team to say, hey, we just finished painting that bridge. Do we have to do it again? Yes. That's what you all deserve, and this world needs it right now. You need an AI native platform. That is what it's about. And so as we dive into AI and what we're doing, it starts with the experience, making sure you have a seamless experience, making sure you have it on mobile, make sure you leverage voice. Everything you need, we're redoing to make sure we continue to be the leading AI-powered people platform on the planet. So let's look. In 2023, we started. We were one of the first in our industry to deliver on the promise of Gen AI. We delivered our AI assistant. You all have been doing amazing things. I'm learning from you about the ways you can use it. You upload your documents, your benefits guides, your onboarding manuals, anything you have, and instantly your employees are saving time. Your people are moving to more strategic because of AI assistant. It was big, it was game-breaking, and we said we were gonna deliver it, and we delivered it. A lot of other vendors still talking, not delivering. It's super important for us to continue to do that. And so now we said, you know what? Keep painting that bridge. We delivered it on mobile. Now you can do everything you can do with your assistant on your mobile device, delivered this year. We delivered now multimodal, what the industry calls multimodal, not just text, but use my voice. Start to upload documents, be able to do whatever I need to do to leverage the power of the AI assistant. And last, we're moving to multi-model, multiple models with different needs, so they're focused, and that includes multilingual support. All of that is coming on top of the innovation we did and started and led the industry in 2023. But it's not it. We got to be able to do more, and so we have. Last year, we announced AI agents, and this year, I'm proud to say that we're delivering our AI agents for you. We've already delivered a handful, and over the coming months, we'll continue to deliver and paint that bridge with our AI agents. These are automations that simplify and automate tedious tasks throughout the full suite of our products. From HR, to pay, to time, to talent, to analytics. You have agents that really drive simplicity into your people's lives. Managers, employees, frontline workers, leaders. And this particular agent I'm particularly fond of. We're about to deliver this in Q1. It's been a ton of work to make sure we do it right. And it's the value of a single platform. To have all of your data in one place, I obsess about making sure that data is secure, making sure it's compliant, and this agent does amazing things. Let's take a look at it in action. Here's, of course, our hub. You know it. It's a nice, friendly homepage for you to put your news, announcements, help skill your employees, drive into learning, find their calendar, earnings. Right in the corner is our AI assistant. Easy to get to. You can find it simply and easily. Now I can start to make that the center of my experience. We're investing more and more in this experience. And so if I'm a leader and I want to ask a quick question, very common these days, what's my organizational health? What's happening with spans and layers, absenteeism? How's my organization doing? Generally, that would be going to IT, asking for reports from 5 different systems, trying to think out loud what you could do. It'll come in a week. Now, with the power of what we're doing with AI Assistant, I can ask a simple question like, can you give me a quick summary of how we're doing this quarter on our org health? What it's going to do is take a single data set, think through it, and provide a scorecard that is personal to me. Exactly what I need around engagement. How are we doing? Are my employees connected? Attrition, how are we losing our best and brightest? How are we doing? But you kind of see, maybe some issues with absenteeism, especially in my frontline workforce. A simple question, of course, and I can get more personalized to me. Instead of going from dashboard to dashboard to dashboard, filter to filter to filter, to just get frustrated, I simply get an answer, and not only that, some intelligence. It provides the primary drivers. We have a hotspot here in Vegas, in one of our locations, up in terms of absenteeism. I can ask a simple follow-up question to do that, and it's going to give me suggested actions. Insight to actions. I love what the team's doing here, providing you a holistic answer to your questions in a simple and easy-to-use interface. And it even charts and graphs, instead of asking for a report writer and working through that with IT, delivered to you seamlessly and instantaneously. This is really, really powerful. I can't wait for you to get your hands on it and continue to push us on how we can make work life better for your employees. But agents are everywhere. This innovation is everywhere. You're seeing it across the industry. And I think it's really important to be open. So I'm really proud of what we're doing here for you, because it creates an ecosystem. And so we're delivering our AI assistant as a connector. What does that mean? There's evolving standards in the AI space, something called Model Context Protocol. It allows you to pass data in a secure way and the context of a question in a secure way so you can get your questions answered. And so our AI assistant, we want to make it available anywhere. If you have Microsoft Teams, or you're using Microsoft Copilot, or you're using ChatGPT, or you're using Google Gemini, you should be able to get the insights of Dayforce to your people wherever they need them. So here's a great example. What if we used Microsoft Teams and I need to go and find out as an employee what my schedule is? That absenteeism might be a problem for me. And you can kind of see simply how this all comes together. If you're in Teams, you can just ask a simple question: what's my schedule for next week? Boom, it's going to then proxy directly to, using that context protocol, and give you your answer instantly. But this can happen. I can go and offer my trades. This can happen across all the things we support. And now you have your Dayforce assistant everywhere. Anywhere you need it, you can call on it. It's super powerful in the sense that your employees don't have to always change context in what they're doing. They can get their answer quickly, easily, and compliantly. That is our connector on our AI assistant. But agents are everywhere as well. You hear them from every vendor. There's an agent over here, there's an agent over there. As many wristbands, I think, as David had on his wrist, you can see agents all over the place crawling. We want to be open platform. That's how we win together. When we're an open platform, we grow. So introducing our AI agent connector. It allows for our AI assistant to be able to connect to not just our Dayforce agents that we're providing, but also any agents you have in your enterprise. It's a great example here. Let's look. So let's say your IT team built a great services agent. So if I have an employee that's starting, in just a couple days, and their laptop still isn't here. Where are they with the laptop? Well, I got to go figure out over here, find out the information there. Just come to your assistant, ask the question, and we'll orchestrate the answer. Using these open protocols, again, we can then contact your service agent, get back the details on where that laptop is so I can find that information and get Jessica, in this particular case, her laptop right it is. It's going to be on Thursday. I'm good. I'm ready to go. This orchestration is changing the game. Because now with Dayforce, your employees have this one experience, this experience layer that's evolving, that now can crawl through your enterprise and provide answers in one simple place. It's brilliant. What's happening in the industry for this is brilliant. And we're investing in our partnership with Microsoft. We've been a long-time deep partner with Microsoft. We leverage their Microsoft Azure cloud. We're the only vendor in our space that does that. We leverage them for Power BI for our analytics. We leverage them for Teams, as we mentioned before. And now we're leveraging Microsoft in our partnership to safely move that data with the MCP protocol so that you can, if you standardize on Copilot, call our AI assistant seamlessly through that in a secure way in our partnership. And also, if you've built agents with their Copilot Studio, you can seamlessly now integrate those into our complete set of HCM workflows. Really powerful what's going on in our industry. Things are coming together. Things are working. You can now AI empower in a much easier way for your employees so they're not jumping all over the place. It's one experience. At the end of the day, this is our Dayforce platform. This is what we've been investing to scale to the biggest companies in the world with our solution. This platform has compliance. It has security, so we have your back on that, and we will continue to force leadership on that. And now you can see what we're doing with the power of AI and intelligence and extensibility. For me, I think of it this way. We put our applications on top of this powerful platform, and it lets you do three things really well in a virtuous flywheel. First, plan. Align your people and your strategy. You do more and more with analytics and the things you saw to get organizational health to plan. From planning, your planning informs your growth. How are you going to grow your people? How are you going to find and hire the next greatest employee you can have? How are you going to drive growth and value through your people? And then the last, once you have your plan, once you've had your growth where you've invested in training your people and growing your people, deliver. Execute with confidence and reward your people, and it creates that flywheel. And then we plan again based on the data from that delivery, and we grow again, and we deliver again, and then we plan. These are our products in action. This is the AI-powered people platform. A plan, grow, deliver machine that just continues to drive value into your organization. With AI, not just wrapped around the outside, starting with that experience going throughout. If you can't tell, I'm excited about what we're doing. I've been looking forward to it. We have incredible innovation on the horizon. You're going to hear from our leaders, Josh Valdez and Amber, that are going to talk through it. Josh has the reveal of our brand new AI innovation that the team has just been working on. I can't wait for you to see it. But first, I want to share a video. Eric mentioned the wine group. We all love the wine group. Mentioned a quick video from the wine group. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, that's right. Well done. Well done. We got a video to highlight some of the great work they're doing so that they can allow their people to do the work they're meant to do. Cue video.
We believe that our role in this world is to help people appreciate the moment. It's almost embarrassing to talk about now, but the wine group had that classic stack of 12 to 14 different disparate systems. I think where Dayforce has helped us unify and build culture is that one platform. Whether you're working in one of the vineyards out in Soledad or you're at corporate headquarters, you're having that same employee experience. Dayforce has definitely enabled for our employees the ability to do more career pathing, understand what's out there in terms of available jobs, potential promotions, ways to develop, whether that be vertically or horizontally. We really are using end-to-end, hire all the way to retire.
Behind me is a picture of my 4 boys. I like to bring my family anywhere I go. My wife likes to think she has 5 boys, but I'm trying to figure out who that is. Neither here nor there. Anyways, this past year we asked them to do something pretty big, and that was make a move. So we moved from the labor complexity capital of America, which was California, to New York. And they're at a new school, we're all making new friends. And like any of you that have gone through a big change, we're all just a little bit outside of our comfort zone right now. Well, that's the thing about growth. Growth rarely happens when we're comfortable. It happens when we're challenged. And in talking with many of you, I know you're all being challenged to grow right now. We're all being challenged to grow our businesses, our top line. We're being challenged to grow the capabilities of our teams, our people. In the middle of what might be the most important technology shift of our careers, and that's artificial intelligence. And while AI is accelerating everything around us, it's our responsibility to grow in a way that's more human than ever. And it all starts with people. Just like when we moved, it was having each other that got us through that change. It's the same for you. People are at the center of everything that we do. Now, we're asking a lot of our people right now, not the least of which is to grow new skills. Skills are the atomic unit of growth. It's how people grow, it's how teams evolve, it's how businesses transform. But true growth happens when all of this comes together. When people can share their skills, teams can sharpen them, and they can collaborate not just with one another, but with AI as well. And so that raises a critical question here. How is AI reshaping the employee experience in this exponential era that Joe talks about? To appreciate this and where things are headed, we have to take a step back and look at where the industry stands today. For years, the employee experience has been this long, linear journey. It's a mix of moments, yes, where people shine, but honestly, it's a mix of moments where there's just pure grunt work involved. It's the stuff that drains our energy and time, things like filling out forms and chasing approvals. This stuff adds friction. It does not add value. And at Dayforce, we believe AI has the power to compress this, to shrink some steps and remove some altogether. Because when AI takes on that busy work, what we're left with are the moments that actually matter. It's the creativity, the connections, the conversations. It's the interviews, the one-on-ones. It's the time when you get to talk to your employees about new opportunities. These are the moments that matter. It's where people shine, and we're making it real. And so what you see on the screen is real. This is not vaporware. This is us in Dayforce Learning creating a course from scratch with AI. What used to take days and weeks now takes minutes and seconds. You can feed it content from your company, and it will generate media and text that's fully on brand. Now, I've personally demoed this to customers, and the reactions are always the same. They're just blown away. They're amazed at how fast and how good this actually is. This is agentic AI built right into Dayforce Learning. It's real, it's here, and I urge all of you, go to the expo floor and try it for yourself. But in the world of AI, it's important to stay connected. Last year, we unveiled our vision to up-level communications across the workforce. This year, I'm proud to say that the team delivered. We made it really simple and easy to create communities. Whether it's a group of new hires finding their footing, or a group of people with similar and shared interests, or even a crew trying to organize around a shift, connection now has a home in Dayforce. And in these groups, people can post content, they can share updates, they can react with emojis, all in real time. They engage in conversations that actually drive work forward. Dayforce Communications is here. It's available now. Again, try it for yourself. But what's next? With people and AI coming together, we started off with two words, two powerful words. What if? What if we didn't have to layer new systems on top of old ones? What if we could reimagine work from the ground up? What if we actually had a blank canvas to start from, and the palette was our people? What if teams could collaborate safely and securely with their people data? It's with this first principled thinking that the teams went and designed and created our latest AI innovation. Introducing Dayforce AI Workspace. The AI Workspace is a way for all of us to collaborate with our coworkers and AI agents. This allows us to elevate work and drive real business outcomes. With an AI workspace, you can start a conversation on any topic. You can pull your coworkers in. You can pull AI in, and you can shape that work together. But rather than just talk about it, let's see it in action. So we'll start with the first use case. It's a familiar moment, employee engagement surveys. Now let's pretend for a moment that we're all on the same team. We just wrapped up our latest pulse survey, and our managers, they're staring at the results. They're wondering, how do we move this forward? With Dayforce AI Workspace, the next step happens naturally. I can go in and simply ask it a question. I can prompt it. I can say, hey, can I get an action plan based on my team's survey results? The system gets to thinking. It starts to analyze and pull in the data. And in seconds, it does two things. It creates an audio summary for me to listen to if I'm on the go, but it also creates a personalized plan. It's a full document that I can go in and edit. Now, while this is fine and dandy, I need more eyes on it. And so this is where I can actually bring in my team members. So I'm going to click on Share and invite one of my leaders on the team. Her name is Ashley. She can jump right into this workspace with me and work collaboratively. She can see the document, edit it, and leave a comment. This is people plus AI. Now, the next use case is a fun one. There's a great moment in pop culture when Keanu Reeves, who plays the role of Neo in the movie The Matrix, he plugs into the Matrix and he practices martial arts. And it's in a simulated dojo, and he's practicing, struggling. But he plugs out of that Matrix and he wakes up and he says those famous words, I know Kung Fu. Right? New managers, they don't have this luxury. They don't have the luxury of endless at-bats. to basically perfect this craft of leadership before they jump into the real thing. With AI Workspace, that can change. And so watch this. We're going to prompt AI Workspace. We're about to jump into a very tough and honest conversation with one of our employees. Let's pretend his name is Leo. Now, if I were a first-time manager, I'd be scared. But with AI Workspace, I can be prepared. Workspace is going to take that prompt, and it's going to start to get to thinking. Because it knows who I am, it knows who Leo is, it knows Leo's dev goals, it knows Leo's performance, it knows the recent feedback that I've given him, the AI Workspace can actually take on the role of Leo. So we jump right into it. Hey, Leo, let's get straight into it. I'm concerned about your performance, and it's affecting our results. What's going on?
Oh, I wasn't expecting this. From my perspective, I've been meeting expectations. Some of these goals just don't seem reasonable.
Now, how jarring was that response? Can you imagine as a first-time manager being caught off guard in that moment live in front of your employee? Well, practice makes perfect. And with Dayforce AI Workspace, you're not alone. Here, I can actually invite my HR business partner, Allie. Allie can see the simulation play out. She can read that transcript and leave me some coaching tips so that I can actually be better prepared. This is how people plus AI move work forward. This is how we improve the employee experience. But reimagining the employee experience is only half the story. We have to evolve how HR teams scale as well. In the old model of service delivery, it's a series of systems and fractured tools, and it's fragmented, it's frustrating. Emails go into a black hole, and answers take days. HR managers are tracking things in spreadsheets. It's all manual, it's inconsistent, it's chaotic. And today, with AI Assistant, with Hub, with our HR service delivery product, HR teams are given superpowers. HR teams can scale. They can get answers fast. They can anticipate needs before they become problems and proactively create content so employees don't have to ask questions in the first place. And the difference is dramatic. In organizations that have this in place, we're seeing up to 7 times fewer cases per user, yes? 7 times the productivity, that's 7 times the satisfaction, 7 times the success. We're at Vegas, in case you didn't know. And so this is service delivery. Yes, it's smarter, it's smoother, it's faster, but sometimes a topic is just too personal. It's too nuanced for AI, like a complex benefits question. In this case, we have an employee. Her name is Ada. She wants to better understand the company's parental leave policy. So as she's getting the documentation, she's digging through it, she finds that it doesn't exactly meet her situation. In this case, she's actually had an early arrival, and she wants to connect with a real person. She wants to connect with someone that can lay out all of the options available to her. This is where AI needs to know its boundaries. This is when AI needs to step aside so that it can route the case to the right person.
Amy from HR, congrats on your new arrival. I've got this from here. Let's walk through this together.
This isn't just about humans in the loop. This is about keeping humans in center focus. This is growth. Growth happens, yes, when we're out of our comfort zones. It happens when we're challenged, but it importantly happens when we feel supported and when we're given new tools to rise to the occasion. AI makes it faster, yes, but we all make it meaningful. And at Dayforce, we're pushing the boundaries of the experience so that all of you can do the work that you're meant to do. And so before Amber gets back on stage to talk about how this growth leads to delivery, we're going to hear from one of our amazing customers, Orica. Thank you.
At Orica. We have a really challenging and complex landscape. We do everything from supplying explosives to providing cutting-edge digital solutions to the mining industry, and our ambition is to do that really sustainably. We have about 14,000 people. We pay people in 48 different countries, and they come from a range of hourly versus salaried. It's extremely hard to manage 34 different payroll systems, and once we saw the pitch from Dayforce, it was crystal clear that they were the right choice for us. Having one system for payroll is enabling us to shift our team's attention from the historical, traditional payroll administration to compliance and governance. The technology that we are getting from Dayforce is best in market, and I know that they're looking ahead all the time.
There's a line that I've always loved. Vision without execution is just a hallucination. And as the most famous lyricist and our #1 showgirl, Taylor Swift, would say, vision starts with the story, execution makes it a hit. And yes, her new album did resonate with me, but so does that line. Because I came to Dayforce to build. And what I love most is building things that matter. And I know I'm not alone in that. You're here because you love building too. You're building organizations. You're building teams. You're building futures for your people. And at the end of the day, what matters most isn't the ideas, it's the impact. That's why my focus today is on one single, very important word: deliver. And nowhere is delivery more critical than in payroll, the place where trust is proven every single time an employee is paid. And in the past year, we've reimagined payroll. Let me show you what that looks like. It's now faster. Payroll calculations that used to take hours are now down to minutes. That's up to 40% quicker. It's also smarter, because with our continuous calculation engine, each run compounds. So only employees with changes are reprocessed. So every pay run is faster than the last. And it's scalable. Finalizing payroll for hundreds of thousands of people in fractions of a second per employee. Hey, and all that efficiency adds up to something bigger. It gives your payroll teams the time that they need so that they can spend less time waiting and reprocessing. It gives your leaders a chance to make decisions faster and ensure that they're doing that with confidence. And it gives people trust back because they understand that every paycheck is going to be right every single time. Okay, so time, insight, and trust. That's the real outcome of faster, smarter, and scalable payroll. And by that logic, if payroll is where trust is proven, then compliance is where trust is secured. Because it's not enough to just run payroll, it has to be right, and it has to be compliant everywhere you operate. At Dayforce, compliance isn't just a feature bolted onto the side. It's woven into the very fabric of our system. And today, we support organizations in more than 200 countries and territories. And so far this year, we've made over 750 regulatory updates across the globe. Every rule, every jurisdiction, seamlessly built into the same system that manages your payroll. And now I know for some leaders, compliance can feel like the cost of doing business. But we see that differently. To us, compliance is confidence. It's the confidence to expand into new markets without hesitation. It's the confidence to operate seamlessly around the globe without having to worry about a patchwork of local systems. And it's the confidence to deliver accurate, compliant pay, whether that's from Nevada or New York or New Delhi. That's what turns compliance from a cost into an advantage. Now, Payroll and compliance are not separate challenges. They are actually two sides of the same Dayforce coin. And if David gets poker chips, so do we on compliance and payroll, because we're in Vegas. But rules never stay the same. And every industry needs a platform that can flex. And that's why we built Dayforce Studio. Okay, let's start with integrations. Today, there are 327 connectors across Dayforce Studio for payroll, benefits, and ERP. That means you can plug Dayforce into the tools you already use without a custom build or endless consulting hours. So if you're a retailer, you can connect your benefits platform in weeks, not months. A manufacturer can tie payroll data straight from their ERP for a faster close. These connectors are ready, they're proven, and they're built to scale. With them, Dayforce doesn't just fit your business, it accelerates it. Now, extensions. This is where flexibility really shows up. Every organization has its own mix of rules. A contractor, they may pay their workers differently by job. So $38 an hour for a city project, $42 on a state project, or $45 on a federal project. A hospital may have 3 nurses side by side, one earning a night shift bonus, another a weekend premium, and another under a union contract with its own overtime rules. A manufacturer may have employees on the same line. One has standard shifts, another rotating shifts with premiums, and the last is under a local labor agreement with their own unique rules. Now, in old systems, this means hundreds of separate rules are set up to maintain. And every time something changes, you have to start over. With Studio, those rules are built once, and they flex to cover every scenario. So today, it's already powering payroll and compliance, supporting some of the largest employers in retail, manufacturing, and public sector. So when I say Studio scales across agreements, across policies, across industries, I mean it's scaling today, and it's ready for whatever comes next. But that's just the beginning, because the next frontier is automating your workflows. They don't just connect and simplify. They're about anticipating and acting. And that's where AI takes us. And I'll show you a glimpse of that a little bit later. Now, flexibility isn't just about the future. It's here today. And it shows up every day in the tools your employees and managers rely on. Now, for employees, it shows up in the way they track their time. With the new time and scheduling experience, employees can instantly see hours worked, hours scheduled, and any issues right up front. No digging, no second guessing, just a clear view of what matters most. And because work doesn't just happen at a desk, your on-the-go workforce can record time whenever and however they need to. For managers, scheduling now has a fresh new look. This new view gives leaders a clear picture of their teams. So they can see coverage at a glance, they can spot gaps before they become problems, and it's designed for speed. So managers can add shifts, they can copy schedules, they can make updates in seconds. When employees have transparency and managers have assurance, the whole organization feels the impact. But flexibility isn't only needed in schedules and timesheets. It's just as critical when the rules themselves change. And that's where compliance comes back in. So here's the reality. When a new regulation drops, most organizations don't get a nice alert that says, here's what's changed, and here's what you got to do. Like, imagine, that would be so easy. Instead, someone has to go digging through government sites, legal bulletins, even the news. Outside counsel gets called in, inside counsel gets called in, and the scramble begins. Payroll, HR, finance, comms, legal, everyone is just trying to piece it all together. It's slow and it's fragmented. And while it's happening, thousands of employees are waiting. Oh, and your business is exposed until you get it right. But this This is where Dayforce shines. Introducing AI Workspace Compliance Monitor. Now, you never have to start from scratch. When there's a change, you get a nudge or an alert, and that tells you what's happened and why it matters. Now, from there, you can collaborate with AI to break it down. Which rules are affected, which employees are impacted, what needs to change. Next, you can collaborate with your colleagues, bringing payroll, HR, finance, or legal all together in one space so everyone's aligned on what that change means. And you can keep it tracked in Workspace. So you have an audit trail to go back and reference later on, should you need it. From there, I love that. From there, this system can help with automation, updating both configuration and workflows, so change is handled seamlessly. Okay, so compared to the manual scramble of today, this is really remarkable. It's a single workspace that unites collaboration, automation, helping organizations make sure that they're ready for whatever change comes next. We've long talked about making compliance easier, and now the technology has finally caught up with the vision. So today we're delivering on that vision, and we're keeping Dayforce ahead as the leader in this space. But here's the thing. Those same changes don't just affect your organizations, they show up in the most personal place of all, an employee's paycheck. And that's why we built Pay Clarity Agent. Pay Clarity Agent is an AI-powered assistant built right into Dayforce. It gives employees quick answers about their pay. It helps them make transparent and simple decisions. So, for example, an employee might ask, can you compare my last 2 pay statements and explain why my healthcare deduction changed? And Dayforce gives them a clear and personal explanation. There's no waiting, there's no wondering. It's just fast and straightforward explanations and confidence in every single paycheck. That's payroll made human. Everything I've covered today comes back to one idea: deliver. Deliver is where the promises of Dayforce become real. It's faster payroll, it's assured compliance, and it's everyday experiences made simple. That's Dayforce, lighting the way for your people to do the work that they were meant to do. Now, before I welcome Joe back to the stage, we're going to watch a quick video about the Kansas City Royals. Thank you so much for your time today.
Kansas City comes out on opening day. We have 38,000 people. Kansas City is such a sports town that people dream to come work for one of the teams here.
53 years I've been working here. The front office, they treat you very well. The fans treat you very well. That make me want to continue to come back and do what I'm doing.
We always want to make sure the employee experience is top-notch. Dayforce is helping us to take care of our employees from the time that they apply for a position until they leave, and ensuring that they're paid correctly. It's been transformative to the employee experience, and it's given me the opportunity to see what life is going to be like as we continue through our journey with Dayforce.
We all play a role in what happens on the field. For me, it's attracting and retaining top talent, but also making people feel like they can be their whole person at work, which is why people stay.
Somebody said, when are you going to retire? I said, why? Why should I sit down? I love it.
50 plus years at a company and still, why should I retire? Love that. And I'm blessed to work with some amazing people. Amber, Josh, the whole team here. But let's finish where it all starts, with planning. You all have pushed us for a long, long time on doing more, to be strategic and to deliver planning. It's something that we wanted to do, but we didn't want to do it the way it's all been done in the past. And so when we think about plan, we want to do it in a modern way. We don't want to just plan the way it's been done, because let's be honest, it's kind of broken. Today, planning is not connected to your system. It's not connected to your data. So you get these stale spreadsheets that you're messing with, and all of a sudden you have underscore version 2, underscore version 3, underscore version 3 JBK, underscore 3. What? That's not planning. Then you go with collaborative. There's like 2 people in your company that know how to use your planning tool. How is that good? That doesn't, in your life, because you know it's true. Ah, gosh, it would be nice if I could jump into the planning tool together with finance, together with sales, and we could all collaborate. Ooh, how about that? AI workspace maybe? Yeah, that'd be good. Last is, gosh, why do my planning feel dumb? They don't answer my questions. Instead of answering my questions, I have to go back to another system to ask the questions, only to then ask IT to try to update my plan. So we've been working hard. We announced last year our intent to build you a strategic workforce planning product, in our industry known as SWP. I'm passionate about this particular product area. It is what HCM was meant to do. It is to be more strategic. And so I talk about the exponential age. So I enlisted a little bit of help. And why did we save planning for last? Shouldn't planning been first, Joe? Well, it's kind of weird. Well, we had something big to say, and so we saved it for last. We needed an accelerant. I like exponential growth. And so we found a company that was doing some amazing things. And just recently, we made an acquisition of a company called Agent Noon. It's an AI startup that was directly in the line of what we wanted to do with SWP. It was a collaborative tool that allowed for multiplayer. You can see us getting out of this single-player world of AI today into multiplayer. It was a great collaborative product. 2, it was connected to the data, and we wanted to make sure we could invest in that quickly so its architecture was AI ready, and we could do that. And the last, it was very intelligent. So, without any further ado, let's look, because it is here today, and I can't wait for you to see this product in action. This is it. So this is our new strategic workforce planning product. It starts with scenarios. You can see these scenarios here. You can do scenarios for growth scenarios, like jumping into emerging markets or wanting to do an AI think tank. You can create a scenario to do that. It also has ways you can really dive into org health. So when you're asked to do an AI transformation, or if you're asked to do an org health transformation, you can set up projects, and then you can start to compare them and do before and after scenarios and what if scenarios. And what I love about it is it's our org chart. But it's our org chart superfied. It is AI powered now. I can drag and drop. I can do things to add positions. I can close positions out. It's super enabled now with AI. And I can grow and do new things. Like I can filter instantly. So if I wanted to, let's say I wanted to filter everybody that has a low span of control. You have a span of control of 1 to 3. Boom, quickly and easily I can put that in, apply. The data is real time. The data reflects what I need. I can change the cards. I can personalize them. I can grow my scenario. And it's also all integrated to your salaries. It's all integrated to your costs. And so then, this can be a multiplayer, so I can start to invite finance. And with just a click, I can go to a forecast, and it speaks finance. Boom, I get the P&L right on what my people are doing, how it is. In one system, I can do this. And not only that, it's integrated into the analytics. And so you can provide before and after analytics on headcount distributions, cost distributions, span of control. I can do a pyramid chart to see where I'm going and where I'm saving. I can have that C-level conversation. The feature I love the most is you can export the real data directly to a PowerPoint for a presentation with your C-level. It is exactly the tool we need at the exact right time. This is our new Dayforce Strategic Workforce Planning. But guess what? It's available now. I said this is exponential world. We have to go fast. And I shout, yeah, all right, let's go. That's what you need these days. Not 3 years from now. You need this tool now. It is available now. We have integrated the product, a phenomenal acquisition for us that is putting rocket boosters behind what we can do with our AI-powered people platform. So this has been our event. This has been our innovation. But it's just getting started. We already said that, and it's true. I can't wait to discover more with you. We have just announced a whole bunch. Our say-do ratio has to be the best in the industry. We compete against some of the biggest software companies in the world. You have choices to do other things. I take that personally. We have to deliver on what you need us to do. We can always do better, and we will work together as a community. But man, we delivered a lot. AI Workspace is a game changer. No one's doing that. Everybody's still in single-player mode. People plus AI has to be multiplayered. We're delivering that next year for you. That's my commitment on stage. We did it with agents last year, did it before with AI Assistant. It's a huge new innovation for us. Never forgetting about compliance and what you trust us with, your people's pay, your people's time. Compliance Monitor will be a huge step forward in automating a lot of the mundane tasks so your people in compliance can spend more strategic time. And then SWP is a game changer. I can't wait till you see it. We have it in the expo floor. Go look at the product. It is phenomenal. With all of these other announcements, from FlexWork all the way to our connectors, we're innovating on your behalf. Keep pushing us. Keep moving us forward. We're leading. We're no longer following. I can't wait for what the future holds. I said something special is happening here, and I feel it. We're delivering an AI people platform that is embedding AI at the core. It's not wrapping it. And it's delivering a differentiated solution for us to make work life better for our people and allow them to truly do the work they're meant to do. But it wouldn't be right if we didn't give you all something too. And so we've been thinking about how we can do that in some way, shape, or form. And so let me invite my colleagues out. We were thinking about doing the work we're meant to do. We got them here in Vegas. And so there's a variety of things that we were thinking about. Oh, here we go. All right. Here we go. Let me see one. Let's have a little bit of fun. So we've been having a little bit of fun. Eric's out too. We've been having a little bit of fun. So Eric said he loved the sphere. And sphere's gotten a little smaller. But it is so important for us to always remember to do the work you're meant to do. And always have your little sphere on your side. So we're going to give away. Everybody in the room is going to get a sphere. I would throw it, but the Kansas City Royals might be a little bit mad because it would injure somebody. But I really want us to discover together. I really want us to just enjoy and discover together. So I'm going to be handing out. There'll be people in the back. There'll be people everywhere handing out a little bit of a souvenir to always remind us to do the work you're meant to do. Thank you very much for your time. Please discover together. Let's go. Thank you very much. Let's go.